So if we have two parallel lines, they go up in the same inclination and they're just in different places on the graph. And if you look at what is the slope of y equals x plus 2? What is the slope of that? And what is the slope of this guy? Huh? The slope of the second one is also 1 because it's the number next to the x if you have a 1x here. Okay? Well, the conclusion is that if you have parallel lines, the slope of parallel lines, the slopes are equal. Okay? If they tell you two lines are parallel and you know the slope of the first guy, you know the slope of the second guy. You don't know what the y-intercept is, but you do know the slope, okay? Now, when we have perpendicular lines, so we might have this guy here and this guy right here. And let's say the slope of this guy is 1/2. Then the slope of this guy, does anybody remember what you do to find the slope of the perpendicular guy? So if two lines are perpendicular, they form right angles, actually form 4 right angles, right? And you need to find the opposite reciprocal of the first guy will give you the slope of the second guy. Okay? So opposite means you change the sign. So it's going to be negative. And reciprocal means what? So you flip it up, it's going to be a negative. That's what the opposite does. You have to do two things. You change the sign and flip it. So the slope of this guy is -2. You don't need the one downstairs. And it makes sense that the slope of this guy is negative, right? Because it's going up in that left direction and it's going to squish the monkey. Everybody get that? So now I'm going to write some numbers down and you're going to find the opposite reciprocal for me. Let's do -2/3. And let's do 1/2. And let's do 21/37. The first one, you're going to change the sign so you know it's going to be positive, and you're going to flip it upside down. So it's going to be +3/2. The next one is very good. The next one is -2 because it's -2/1, and that makes it -2. Perfect.
31/21. 31 and 37.
It's 37. So it's negative. You keep forgetting the sign. The third one is -37/21. Okay? So you understand how to do that?
Yeah.
So if I had this equation, what is the slope of something perpendicular to that? X equals 6. Very good. X equals 6 is vertical at 6. Okay? So what is the slope of a vertical line?
0.
So the slope is undefined. What is the reciprocal of undefined? If something's parallel, it's right here. I mean, perpendicular, it's right here, right? So what is the slope of that blue line?
-6.
No. So the reciprocal of undefined is 0. The reciprocal of 0 is undefined. Because remember, these would have been like 0/3. And this green one would have been, let's say, 6/0, right? So when I flip this upside down, it's 0. When I flip this upside down, the 0 ends up in the basement. It's undefined. So the reciprocal of undefined is 0. The reciprocal of 0 is undefined. So whenever you're looking for opposite reciprocal and you've got a vertical line, that slope is undefined. Something that's perpendicular to a vertical line is going to be a horizontal line, and that slope is 0. So the opposite reciprocal of undefined is 0. The opposite reciprocal of 0 is undefined.